What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse alongside my partners Quad and Robert. I am J-Man.
Are you trying to do the Hitler shit over there?
What are you doing?
Please! Y'all!
Fuck it. We offend everyone. Might as well just look like fucking Nazis on
We're
here.
just gonna start the show off with a bang.
You may be asking yourself, I haven't seen this array of talent on a Pro Wrestling Pulse video ever?
Ever.
That would be true. You have never seen these three of the Pulse Boys ever on an edition of the Pro Wrestling Pulse.
I need to hashtag that because that's mine. I need to trademark that too.
True.
Have you ever done this?
It'll be the first time
Copyright.
the first time in over 2 years we have only had Quad, Robert, and myself in a video. So it'll be some fun.
It's the truth.
The truth. I'm sorry. The truth. For all the former IWR fans, if you get that inside joke there. We got Kristen on the sidelines, and we're ready to kick this shit off. We're going to give you our WWE Money in the Bank 2013 review. I just spit all over the fucking table. That was
good job.
We're just getting off the air with the pay-per-view. Good show. Always Money in the Banks. They're so entertaining, unpredictable, and always provides a really great night of, just professional wrestling, in general. Always some fun stuff. The high-flying shit, the, chaos that you get in the Money in the Bank ladder matches. And all the other stuff. I mean, a portion of this card was a chunk portion in the middle was just complete shit.
A portion of this card was for time for dinner.
It was like yay for like a fucking hour and a half, and then we kind of woke back up a little bit. But we're gonna run this card down for you live from Philadelphia.
Hey, this didn't start at 7. This show actually starts 6:30.
We're gonna get this show kicked off at about 6:40ish. Me and Quaddy were over here. Quaddy got over here a little bit earlier. Robert and Christian showing up at the regular time of right when the fucking bell rings.
Hey,
Robert's always on time.
Wasn't late.
But yeah, me and Quaddy got to witness, as all you guys did, if you guys got to witness the pre-show, WWE's best pre-show yet. This match for the WWE Tag Titles between the Champions of the Shield and the Usos was a tremendous opener for this, show in general and the pre-show. As we said, easily the best, pre-show opener that they've had. And finally, we were waiting because we weren't going to talk about, if you've noticed on the previews, we don't talk about the pre-show matches because they're not worthless usually. And they're usually pointless.
They're 4 minutes long.
As you see in our previews being
that's
like
what she says.
50 fucking minutes long, so we're not going to waste 4 minutes on a match that's usually 4 minutes long. What did you say?
George Zimmerman?
Oh my god, you just had to fucking do that, didn't you?
I said 4 minutes, and then I said George Zimmerman.
That doesn't even make sense.
I know, I'm just trying to distract you.
Is
it working?
But we finally got to the point where there has been a pre-show match that we actually get to talk about here, and maybe we'll talk about them in the long run if they're deserving of it.
If it's worthwhile, like this one was.
But yeah, we got this kicked off great on the pre-show here, Quad.
Pre-show to start off with like Usos coming out, and we're just like, oh, okay. We actually started watching on the computer, then we went to the big TV. Usos came out and started good back and forth. Usos got a lot of offense, and then just the ending was just crazy. For a pre-show match, probably like J-Man said, hands down the best pre-show match we've had in however long they tried to do these. Quite interesting to see this feud continue because later on they actually came back out, but it's good to see a pre-show match actually worth watching.
Yeah, as Quaddy said, great stuff here. That finish with the buckle bomb that Tyler did into the spear from Roman Reigns. It got the crowd just kicked off roaring for the beginning of the show, and really...
He did a vintage buckle bomb?
Yeah, he's done a couple now lately. The last couple of weeks he's done a couple, but the finish was a buckle bomb into a spear, which transitioned perfectly. And the Usos really, proving themselves in this as a really great tag team. And I really think if they got more time in there, they can work. And, that's all you really need to do. That's the basis of what you really need to do to build up a tag division. You may not have the entertaining type people that we used to have back in the Attitude Era and the great talent that we had in the tag division, or even, the amazing workers that you see on the indie scene with some of the tag teams nowadays. But as far as a team like the Usos, just build around their working ability and, their heritage, too. And I think that, getting them in there with the Seth Rollins and a Roman Reigns, this is the kind of stuff that you can see in the tag division. If you keep adding more talent and the talent they're talking about adding into the tag division, some guys that we mentioned from the indie scene, which could be fucking tremendous, could really start to hopefully revitalize this tag division, which we're all hoping that we can finally see in the long run for WWE. But obviously the Shield retained the titles there in a really enjoyable pre-show that everybody, if they were questioning maybe getting this pay-per-view, I think this match maybe could have sold some people into being like, well, shit, if anything else was like this, if this is the first match of the night, well, shit, let's go ahead and get this pay-per-view. So maybe they sold some more, being that this pre-show is some good stuff. The Shield retaining off that really enjoyable pre-show tag title match there. getting into the actual pay-per-view here, we had.
Hold on. Let's get to this. At the end of it, because it was only Seth and Roman Reigns coming out. At the end, Dean Ambrose came and stood there. Yeah. And then it kind of ended with Dean Ambrose just sitting in the ring. Yeah. Just waiting.
And we had, I think, Fandango's entrance, which got into our first matchup here on the actual main show.
Who was that? I just saw that fucking girl.
I don't need you. Exactly.
Summer Rae. My lord.
We had the world. Thanks, Robert. Can you do that one more time for us?
Okay, that was boring.
Okay, one more time. All right. Next, the first matchup for the pay-per-view, you had the World Title Money in the Bank ladder match featuring, as Quaddy mentioned, Dean Ambrose, Cody Rhodes, Damian Sandow, Antonio Cesaro, Wade Barrett, Jack Swagger, and Finn who gives a shit. Yeah, we were done we were done. Thanks. This was some good stuff. It's a Money in the Bank ladder match. I mean, it goes without saying. There's been few that have been really bad. I mean, if bad at all. This was some good stuff. A lot of, the young guys getting in here and showing what they're worth and showing, a larger scale crowd that, sometimes doesn't pay attention to, it's unfortunate there are a Cody Rhodes or a Damian Sandow or something like that because they're just usually buried in the mid-card, which is unfortunate. But really shining here. Cesaro showing his amazing, strength and feats of shit in this match. Wade Barrett doing his whole thing, just kind of really not doing jack shit. Fandango, whatever. Summer Rae was out there. That's all we gave a shit about. Great spot here with Ambrose doing where we had Cesaro and Swagger grab both sides of the ladder, and then Ambrose doing kind of a nip-up cat. What the hell's it called that Sean does? The skin the cat kind of thing on the ladder. And then going for that and throwing the outside. Had basically a muscle buster that fucking Cody Rhodes did Antonio Cesaro onto a ladder. So some great spots here. Ending with, Cody getting busted open. We had the entire crowd, which we have to mention, that Philadelphia crowd, as expected, was tremendous tonight. A great crowd as always, just a great wrestling city with, such great tradition and history behind it.
What company?
There was a company called ECW. And also Ring of Honor started there, which we saw some shades of that with the main event that we saw with a little second kind of glimpse of something.
ECW.
Hey, shut your
don't
mouth
say that
there.
when Quaddy's on the show. He will rip.
What happened to WCW? All I gotta say. What happened to WCW?
Oh, that hit him hard right there. That's sad. We had Cody Rhodes get busted open here at the end, and really had that kind of. That's weird. Had that kind of like boyhood dream moment. You could go up and get this, Money in the Bank, and you had. We were always talking about how Sandow was kind of sitting on the outside and waiting for his moment. He came in and took out his buddy and his former partner with the Rhodes Scholars there and knocked him off. And Damian Sandow getting the win in this Money in the Bank ladder match. Outstanding to see that. Would have loved to see Cody win it as well. Both outstandingly deserving guys. But you could definitely tell that Sandow is definitely more ready for that main event scene. He has every tool that you really want to get. The promos, the character, the in-ring ability, the look. He's got everything. And he's really, hitting on all cylinders as of late. So it's going to be great. And, to just think that, outside of, the John Cena, who's the only exception to the rule of everybody cashing in and getting a title, to see Damian Sandow in the long run with the World Championship is going to be some outstandingly great stuff. And possibly maybe a feud with his former partner in Cody Rhodes, because I think they kind of set the groundwork for that going into the future, which could be some outstanding stuff, because, those two guys working together, which could be tremendous. But Damian Sandow getting the win in this great opener to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
J-Man actually missed a key point in this match whenever the Shield came out and tried to help Ambrose.
Oh, yes. Totally forgot about that.
And then Usos came back. That's kind of what I was saying in the pre-show. Yeah. Both those came out, and they had a big group of people, and that's where, who got thrown over there? Ambrose got thrown by Cody out on all of them. Yes. And then Cody went back up. Yes. Cody got busted open, too. Yeah. Cody was, bloody and everything, so that kind of made it a little better, but it was... then Sandow came out and won it and whatever, but it was funny because right after all that, they had the training staff out there wiping all the blood off RVD. So I guess we don't have blood. Or Cody Rhodes. I guess we don't have bloods in our vein anymore.
That wasn't last time we saw blood on this pay-per-view either. We'll get to that a little later. Holy shit.
Yeah, but it was a good first match, or first actual pay-per-view match of the night.
So it was the first match. Just seeing these guys Cesaro.
Second match for people who were here on time.
Who don't show up right when the fucking opening tagline is on. But when I do get here for the pre-matches, they're like 4 minutes long and nothing happens.
He's got a good point.
So I missed one. My bad. Anyway, when you get Dean Ambrose and Cesaro, these guys that wrestling in the indie circuit, and some of the true wrestling fans know them, and Cesaro from Ring of Honor, they good touching that briefcase, and crowd just erupts and stuff, and just seeing just the work that Ambrose can do and Cesaro can do and Sandow and all these guys. Just like I said in my preview, Damian Sandow won. I called it. That's all I want to say about that.
Robert's so proud of the fact that he picked the winner.
This
of
not. I called it. I called it. Look at me now.
Suck my dick, everyone.
Watch my show from now on. And
Suck
you will
it.
get the correct
I am right
answers.
about everything in the history of the fucking world.
With this match, I was.
Yes, you were. Yeah, definitely couldn't forget to mention Claudio, which I totally forgot to mention, was the Shield coming out. We were all expecting, an Ambrose win after that. When you see the Shield out there, it's like, well, shit, they're just going to take everyone over and just go to fucking town and then have an easy Ambrose win. But having them take out was an interesting, facet of this match and brought some more intrigue to it when it was kind of going down a little bit. And it's like, oh shit, now we got something else to happen here. So a really great opener here. And Damian Sandow, great to see as your Money in the Bank winner and hopefully a future world champion in the long run. Great stuff there. Next up, we had the Intercontinental title on the line with champion Curtis Axel, formerly known as Purple Asshole, whatever you want to call him, it doesn't matter. Ben Roethlisberger is what I want to call him as of recently. Do you want to focus on our show, Quaddy? God damn it. God damn it, man.
Quaddy's texting.
Because this is the point where I went to my phone.
Yeah, no one gives a shit. We ate some more ribs in this match. Purple Asshole.
I on his face, so
Purple Asshole, Ben Roethlisberger,
the
Intercontinental champion, going up against the guy, that Miz guy.
The Miz
From Real World?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent party time.
Unfortunately, WWE makes these main event guys try to force them down our throat, and then a couple years later, they're nobodies like the Miz. And then you get Curtis Axel. They brought him in, like the next coming of his dad, and he went nowhere. Then they brought him back.
Coming good.
Next coming, come on, Rob.
Second round of the Cummings.
And this match was there was nothing to this match really. I mean, it was a short, sweet, to the point. Victory by Axel. The ribs that BJJ made were really good.
I love how you transitioned perfectly into that. Curtis Axel looking good. The ribs were tremendous, by the way, BJJ. Yeah. Brian kicking it with the mac and cheese. Dear Daddy. Dear Daddy.
My dear daddy.
And on all cylinders. Purple Asshole, Ben Roethlisberger getting the win.
Not the last time we saw him.
No, it will not be the last time we see him on this show. We'll get to that in a little bit. Next up, we had a match for the Divas title, I believe. We had champion AJ Lee going up against Kaylin. AJ won that matchup.
I Snapchat during this part.
There you go. AJ won with the Black Widow fucking shove your face into her vagina hold.
Her cooch.
I think my dad came up with the name. I forgot about it. It's kind of funny. B. Daddy J and
Funnies.
B. Ryan were laughing about that one. AJ Lee getting the win and whatever. Buried down Divas match that we could give a shit about. Quaddy, get ready for this one, bro. Get ready. We have Y2J, Chris Jericho, going up against a guy. A guy.
Oh, it's my turn now?
Yeah.
This match was okay. Kind of boring.
You have to mention the Dur drop.
Oh yeah, the Dur drop.
Ryback introduced a new move to his arsenal.
He thought his anus, his harness.
His dolphin anus.
His dolphin anus.
Dolphin anus.
Dolphin anus.
Or what was it? Dolphin Uranus.
Dolphin Uranus.
Dolphin Uranus. Genius.
Yeah, Ryback thought he was going to be creative and make a new move. He got on the second rope and just
Genius. The Dur drop.
But he won.
Dur.
Yeah, I got a little roll-up win on Chris Jericho. Great to see. Are you all right?
Yeah.
What is up with you and your salutes tonight?
Truth didn't.
Are you going to?
Truth didn't take his meds to this morning, so the retardation level may seem a little bit higher on this episode of the Pro Wrestling Pulse. I'm sorry.
More than
about
usual.
That. I'm really sorry about that, guys.
If we offend you, put a comment. Never mind.
If we offend you, we don't give a shit. So there you go.
Because supposedly I'm a retard.
Yeah, I guess everybody was shitting on Quaddy for the preview.
Why?
Fucking
I didn't even go off on any limbs like this one.
Hey, you know all that's matter? They're watching us, so that's their entertainment is by doing whatever we want to do. So they could suck.
So they're all sheep. They follow us.
Wow, let's not shit on our fans here. Fuck, Robert.
Sorry, Kyle, 9965 and King Cup.
But we also mentioned fuck Ryan, by the way. Fuck Ryan. Piece of shit's in Florida.
No, he's in a tropical depression.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting rained on.
Shit, sorry about that.
It wasn't raining earlier.
Fucking...
He was in Daytona Beach and it wasn't raining.
Was it?
Ryan.
Oh, I'm great to see Robert's up his asshole over here.
Oh, where's that, Ryan? Hey, buddy.
Sorry, my dick's in far up your ass.
In your anus. Dolphin in your anus.
What were we just on? Ryback getting the win over.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what we did during the whole paper.
These chunk portion of 3 matches were just. Who gives a shit?
Garbage.
Thank God they got it out of the way. Next matchup with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. One champion Alberto Del Rio went up against Dolph Ziggler. looking forward to this one. Anytime Del Rio and Ziggler get in the ring together, it's some good stuff. The athleticism and just the pure in-ring ability of both these guys, they always blend well, and they blended well yet again here tonight. They have some great chemistry. I mean, it just goes without saying. You could just tell by just watching it. The flow and transitions from the moves that they went through were spot on. Dolph was just on fire tonight. He's just bar none one of the best sellers in this fucking business.
He's a young Kevin Von Erich.
What did he call him? What did he call him? Kevin Von Erich?
Young Kevin Von Erich.
That's what JBL said. I like that little tagline. Yeah, great stuff here until AJ Lee came out, and then it's like, yeah.
You had the crowd up to here, and then when AJ came out,
then AJ came out, it's like, oh, we're doing that.
We're gonna watch this.
Couldn't save that for Raw or like a match where he wasn't doing anything.
Oh, they killed the crowd.
Do this. It just totally killed the crowd. Obviously setting up the whole AJ and Dolph kind of separating because they're transitioning Dolph to the face and all this kind of shit. So,
but they still have Big E Langston with her.
3 ain't enough, man. I need 5. Kristen got it.
Too soon?
No, it's a song, dude.
I know, but
It's Biggie Langston's song.
He does the powder and shit.
so he was LeBron's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. We also have to mention Kristen called this one. Kristen called the AJ coming out and then starting the tension and
Coming
the
out the closet.
separation of that. She was totally excited to see that go down. As not as much as Robert was to see Damian Sandow win that fucking Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So I called it.
I called it. Sandow. I just ripped my new pants. Shit. Those were fucking $10. Damn it. Yeah, so some good stuff here. We had the DQ finish with. I'm really scared of Riddle. I had the DQ finish with AJ coming in trying to hit Del Rio with the belt.
Maybe Rock and sewing for you.
Actually, I know how to sew.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, good. We got so many sewers around here. It's a fucking sewing factory.
Chris, you know stuff, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Chris?
Kristen. I said Kristen.
Gotta do the TIN. Kristen. Yeah. So,
Hey, we gotta get to that WWE title.
we do. Going to hit him and get the DQ finish there, and obviously the setup. Just save it for a Raw. Save it for a match where you don't have a really solid built-up world title match here, and you just have it.
Oh, it was a great match before the
And
show.
you don't have the crowd
just
fucking on fire.
fucking killed it. And you had the crowd all behind everything they were doing. Some great stuff. But obviously this one will probably be continuing as I could. We talked about on the previews possibly going to a SummerSlam and maybe seeing Dolph get the title there, which I was thinking all along, but. DQ finish here. Could have saved it for a fucking whatever to build upon, but Del Rio obviously still your world champion in that matchup there. Next matchup, with the WWE title on line, one champion John Cena went up against Mark Henry.
And you take a match like this and just drag it out. Just drag it out. You just had Cena looking like he couldn't do anything. Yeah. He kept getting beat down by Mark Henry, and he couldn't pick him up. And then, oh my God, Super Cena got the super strength.
Not as super strong as you. We couldn't get your biceps in the shot, Robert.
Yeah, took us like 10 extra minutes.
We gotta get his guns in the shot. It's hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, John Cena.
Are you gonna talk about that? What the fuck are you talking about?
I did.
I just heard John Cena.
John Cena, he's Super Cena, super cock, super fucking hard, fucking John Cena.
That's it, John Cena.
Okay, John Cena retains the WWE
Thank God it's supposed to be an
Championship.
event.
Oh my God! Yeah, thank God I predicted that one.
Oh, you have to do the whole arm thing.
What?
I predict that one,
Yes!
guys.
Suck on my dick. I predict this.
I guess I just suck balls because I'm the only one that didn't predict it.
Lefty needs, middle needs to step it up.
Yeah.
Midi needs to.
Midi guy needs to
Midi needs to step that shit up.
Come on, bro.
Ah, shit. Yeah. Next up, we had the main event. It was the WWE title Money in the Bank ladder match. What the fuck? Hold on. Yeah, WWE title Money in the Bank ladder match for the Money in the Bank contract here. We had CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Christian, Randy Orton, Sheamus, the returning Rob Van Dam, and we didn't get another competitor that was supposed to fill in for Kane. What the fuck? I have no idea what the fuck's going on. You
we had Big Show and Kofi in that halftime show.
Yep. The halftime reporter sideline. As we said, Big Show sounds like a former NFL player that went to go do commentary. Spot on.
Is Kofi hurt? Is that what?
Kofi's out for like 8 weeks or something. It's only been like 5 or 6.
What do you do?
He hurt his
elbow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is Big Show not wrestling?
Why are you asking that? Who
You
cares?
got punted in the head.
Who cares?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got punted in the
Excuse
head.
me, WCW Robert.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
What's this up? Where the fuck is
Lex Luger.
Where the fuck?
Oh,
I'm trying
he's
to
Go,
think of-
go home.
Where the fuck is
Razor Ramona or
But
what did he
back
say?
Scott? What is
What did he say for that Sheamus tried to do? The Razor.
Oh, Razor
When
Dash.
does your Razor Dash?
Haven't seen that in a while. Come on, Robert. Come on, Truthy. Yes, we didn't get an added participant in that. That's pretty bullshit. You could have just thrown somebody in just for the intrigue. Because, I mean, we were built up the entire time trying to see, like, what the fuck is going on. But we'll see what's going on with Kane and that whole stuff going on in the future. But yeah, this is some good stuff. Had a lot of interesting spots here. You had the, obviously the great reaction to Rob Van Dam coming back, looking outstanding in this match, looking
Be the
old-
first one out.
looking old as shit. God damn, he looks older than fuck. But looks outstanding. Obviously, he's still able to work and he's still able to move.
Guess he wasn't high tonight.
completely fluently. He was not high tonight, so that's a good thing.
It's always a plus in life.
Christian getting fucking destroyed this entire
Like
match.
always,
Just,
every
like,
Money in the Bank he's in.
every goddamn time, he's just the worker that goes in there and is like the fucking dummy. I mean, he's just so great in these ladder matches, so they know they want to throw him in there. He has the prestige and all that shit to be in there, so it's like, we'll throw you in there and just fucking shit on you, like, because that's all
you
they've
can
done.
you can get that little boost and then fall back down.
Yeah, for like the last 2 years, all they've done with Christian is fucking
And then Sheamus
bullshit.
pretty much almost died.
Sheamus destroyed for like fucking 10 minutes in this match, and nobody gave a shit. I mean, Kristen was marking like a motherfucker because we thought she booked this shit. We're like, what the fuck is going on?
And then Punk knocked him over and bowed.
And then, yeah, which is great. Great spot there with the kind of on his back with the ladder and rolled over and bowed. Great stuff there. Yeah, and then Sheamus fucking died. They set up the same spot that they had at the 2011 Money in the Bank, obviously, which I attended. John Cena and CM Punk. Yay. The Sin Cara spot where Sheamus threw Sin Cara and fucking destroyed the shit out of him. Sheamus had that happen to him. Who knocked him into that?
Daniel
Christian?
Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
Bryan.
Thank you. Somebody's paying attention. Yeah, and
I
then
just saw his arm go the other way.
yeah, it
Yeah,
didn't look
it's
good. It
scary.
literally looked like his fucking arm broke. It's not good.
Oh, bummer.
We had a freak out over there for a little bit. Daniel Bryan looking fucking outstanding as well. His little flurry that he had towards the end of this match was outstanding. The spot that he did into Randy with the ladder, the kick, and then the dive to the outside onto Punk. Some great stuff. We get to the end. We have Daniel Bryan going for the contract. Curtis Axel randomly comes out, takes out Daniel Bryan, hits his little new finish that he's got going on, that kind of inverted neckbreaker DDT looking
purple
fucking
butthole?
thing. The purple butthole device, whatever the fuck it is. Taking him out, took him to the outside. Punk hit a GTS on him, had Heyman come out. And then we started to see the kind of tides turning here. We're like, okay, this is where we're going to finally get the Heyman turn. And I was like, he's going to climb up that ladder and they're either going to low blow him or do some sort of shit where Heyman turns on him. Punk climbs up the ladder, and then we get Heyman throwing the ladder into the back of Punk and turning on CM Punk, busting his fucking head wide open. They didn't do a close-up on that because I'm sure...
Right to hear.
Their eye contact throughout everything they do. CM Punk let alone. He's the best person to just deliver emotion and getting a message through just with his eyes and his facial expressions and the eye contact that Punk and Heyman made. Heyman kind of with that wild-eyed looking face that he had towards Punk was outstanding and really sold that well, and I cannot wait to see what Heyman has to explain to how they're going to transition this out of them being aligned and with how long they've been aligned now, and obviously transitioning into CM Punk and Brock Lesnar going into the future and probably at SummerSlam, though we're going to be seeing that there.
Yay!
Looking just bust open as a motherfucker. I saw that red line going down his hair, Punk's hairline. I'm like, he's busted to fuck. And they're like, I didn't see it. And they came back, and his whole fucking face is busted open. Referees are freaking out and spazzing out like motherfuckers. We had RVD climb back up, go for the briefcase, saw Randy come in, and we're like, oh, thank God, because we did. Let's not have RVD win this now. Let's chill the fuck out here. Had another amazing fucking RKO spot. I mean, I don't know how many fucking variations Randy Orton has had with that RKO.
536.
It is just random number. But this one was tremendous. Outside of every other fucking one we had. Pulling him off with his legs and RVD doing great as well. It was both of them doing work in that one. Great RKO. And Randy Orton going up and getting the Money in the Bank briefcase and winning this Money in the Bank ladder match. Nothing I predicted. Nothing I really saw coming. But one thing that is good to see is what's going to be happening in the long run, because you're going to have John Cena probably with the WWE Championship for a while now. You're going to have a transition out with, Daniel Bryan looking like he was possibly going towards John Cena at SummerSlam, not really looking like that anymore. Could possibly do something to Curtis Axel maybe, but still could do something with Cena. But it's looking like Cena's going to be holding that title for a while, and we could see a revitalizing. What is the word I'm looking for? Revitalization. Is that a word? Fuck if I know.
Yes.
Of the John Cena Randy Orton feud. A lot of people would not want to give a shit about that. Jumping back to 2009 here.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, since and not really into 2010, kind of staggered away, but mostly 2009. But all I give a shit about is this is an indication that Randy Orton is going to be turning heel soon. So if it took him winning Money in the Bank, people out there on the internet and all those fucking smarky pieces of shit are probably bitching and moaning because Daniel Bryan or one of those guys didn't win, and of course we would want one of those guys to win because you see them move up there. But if this is what you had to do, you had to kind of waste it. Not really saying it's a waste to Randy Orton because he's a 9-time world champion, but if it's to get him to be heel again, I don't give a shit because that's what we need. Because as I said time and time again, Randy Orton as a heel not only changes what he's doing, it changes the entire company he is in because he has such a dramatic change to every story and everything that's going on because of how great his heel character is and how impactful it is. It's so meaningful when Randy Orton is a heel. As a face, he's a giant cheerleader-looking fucking idiot, but what it is. Great ladder match here, great Money in the Bank ladder match here. Interesting things going on to the future that they transitioned out of here with Punk and Heyman. Great to see that. And Randy Orton, your Money in the Bank ladder match winner there.
Like J-Man said, Punk is one of those guys that, with just eye contact, and Punk's also one of the guys that doesn't have to say anything, but he can tell a story just on the facial expressions.
Absolutely.
Seeing Orton win this is a very good indication that we're moving in the right direction with Orton. Having RVD come out first was kind of interesting. I thought he'd be one of the last ones out, but I guess everybody was just expecting the last person to be somebody, and it was nobody. Very good match. A lot of back and forth stuff between everybody. Everybody seemed like having a little bit of offense during this thing, which is always good for Money in the Bank. But hands down, it's probably one of the better pay-per-views of the year so far.
Just seeing Randy finally getting a chance to get a world title again after all this time, him getting beat down, his suspensions, it's...
Don't forget his divorce.
His divorce, recent
shocking,
divorce.
Actually.
Yeah.
Really shocking to see that.
It just, I guess, all that, it's taken all that for Randy to realize, I need to be heel, I need to be me in the ring. So I'm hoping...
It's not up to him.
Well,
he's wanted it forever, but they won't let him fucking do it.
Maybe now they will. I mean, the only way him win the Money in the Bank and Cena being world champion is going to work is Randy being that heel where he just doesn't give a fuck what's going on because that RKO's everybody and just takes the title from Cena. It's just seeing what happened with Punk, like they were saying about his facial expressions. He looked at Punk almost like, "What are you doing to me? Why are you taking me down like this?"
Yeah.
It's just this disappointed, sad look. It's like you almost wanted to cry for Punk because, as everything is said on Raw and whatnot about how Heyman had Punk's back and Vince wanted to get rid of Punk, Heyman said no. Heyman believed in him, and here he is now just taking all that away from him. So it's probably going to lead to Punk and Lesnar. I hope not, but it's probably where it's going. So hopefully we'll have some good things for Punk after this. But congratulations to Randy Orton.
Yeah, some good stuff
He will
there.
be a 10-time world champion.
More than likely, yeah, and it's definitely good to see him be going for the WWE Championship. Finally, a title that means something, the kind of shit he was doing with the world title. Some good stuff that he saw with Christian, but finally back to, hopefully we'll get the Randy Orton back that we all know and love and that I have wanted back for so long. Good Lord. But some good stuff there, and an overall entertaining show. A middle portion of this was just blah, but I mean, you get a lot of that there. But the stuff that we were looking for to deliver did deliver here in an entertaining night of unpredictable action, which is what you're going to get at a Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And this will now wrap up our WWE Money in the Bank 2013 review for my partners, Quaddy and Robert. I am J-Man, and thank you for watching another edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse, the Pulse, professional wrestling world. Bye.